do I even like reading? And yeah.
See, not even a reader, he knows. Hey y'all, my name is Nat. I hope you're having a terrific day today, and for this video, we are going to be doing the NewlyREAD Book Tag. Alright, so seeing as how this is a tag, as per usual, I will put a link to the creator of this tag down in the description. That was Sid Bookworm. Highly recommend following her. I, however, was tagged at the Roomies Digest, and we'll put a link to their video in the cards up above. If you have not seen him on my channel before, this is my wonderful boyfriend, Josh.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So he is going to be partaking in this because this is basically a play on the Newlywed the Newlywed game. I believe Sid and her partner Caleb did this whenever they got married. So we have a collection of bookish questions. Basically, we're both going to be writing down our answers. Josh is going to hope that he gets the same answer as me because I'm the bookish one here. He does video games. Okay, so starting out, first question. What is your partner's favorite genre? I'm trying to make it so I can't see your answer because the goal is for us to have the same answer. Ready?
Ready.
Technically, romance was what I put, so you put romance. I would say that counts. We got one.
That was my top one.
I wouldn't say horror is a favorite of mine. I do like horror books, but that's like a recent thing that I've gotten into horror. Question 2. What is your partner's least favorite genre? I don't even know what I would say is my least favorite genre.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I know a couple books I could think of.
I'm gonna look up like the genre list on Goodreads because like I don't even know. I feel like I do a pretty great job of reading a little bit of everything.
Yeah, so. I've never really heard you say you dislike a specific genre, more like books from different genres.
Okay, so fiction, mystery, thriller, historical fiction, fantasy, romance, sci-fi, horror, humor, nonfiction, poetry. YA is an age range, not a genre. Graphic novels and comics.
Okay, I actually see one out of those that I would know.
Maybe I'm gonna guess on this one and hope for the best.
Ready?
Ready.
You actually did it. Yeah, poetry and I do not get along. We've gone out on a few dates and we always break up again.
Good thing I never wrote you poetry, I guess.
Yeah, true. Good job, team. Next question.
Good game.
If your partner is reading a book, what else do they need to have with them? Ooh.
I think I know this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Ready? What are yours?
Pen, tabs, drink. What'd you say?
Pen and tabs.
Not always. I don't always annotate my books.
You like to annotate your books, though.
I do like to annotate my books. I'm getting more and more into that, so.
We'll be hanging out, sitting in my bed, and she'll have her book with all of her tabs and her pen just writing away.
Next question. This one you better get because I talk about it way too much. What is a trope that your partner loves?
You like a couple tropes.
I mean, it can just be name just like a trope you know I love. Okay, ready?
No, not ready.
Go. Hey!
Nice.
See, if I said if you didn't get that, like, honestly, who are you dating?
I figured that was it, but you do have a couple tropes that you like.
Yeah,
so.
but that's like my favorite trope.
Touche.
Next question. What is a trope your partner hates? I don't talk about these as much, so I don't know if you'll get this one. There's a few, well, okay, no, I really only have like one that I really hate.
This is a tough one. All right, I will give it my best.
It's very rare that I come across this trope, thankfully. So
Can I have a hint?
it's something I would not want to happen to us. How about that? It's in regards to romance as well.
I'm not sure how to word this.
I'm so intrigued. Oh, I totally forgot to mention at the start of this video, this is getting posted today, and I'm doing this video with Josh because today is actually our anniversary. So if you're watching this when it was posted, this is our anniversary. Yay! 7 years. We're working pretty well. Keeping each other around. Go. I cannot read yours at all.
Oh, that makes sense.
What's yours?
I put like maybe couples that are like on and off and on and off.
It's
like,
not really a trope.
I don't know. I couldn't think of anything good. And then the other one, which again probably isn't really a trope, is miscommunication. Where
Miscommunication is a trope, yes.
Okay, so yeah, when they just don't talk about it and like all of the issues arise in the book.
That's also, okay, that's fair. Like, that's not what I wrote, obviously, but like, I would give you miscommunication if I could. But no, accidental pregnancy is like one of my worst tropes. I hate accidental pregnancy.
Yeah, I do remember you talking about that.
Yeah, it doesn't happen in a lot of books I read, thankfully. Next question. What is a book that greatly influenced your partner's life? Ooh.
Greatly influenced your life?
Yeah.
I'd like to think they all influence you.
That's such a non-answer. I know what I'll put.
Is it something I'm gonna know?
I've definitely talked to you about this series so many times. Many times.
Is it an older favorite or a newer favorite?
Older in my life or like older in grand scheme of the world?
Older in the time that you've read it. Or like
It's been a minute since I've read it.
And you liked it when you were younger.
And like high school was my first time reading it.
Maybe
it's a series. And it's probably not the one you're thinking of.
What do you think I'm thinking of? Okay. I think I got it. I'm just gonna write the one that I saw on the wall. Ready? Yeah, so I wrote the third grave dead ahead, but it's the Charlie Davidson series. So I did get that.
You were correct, technically speaking.
Technically.
I mean, that's one book.
Well, it was a book from the series. I didn't know the series name specifically.
Well, one of my favorite of the series also.
Oh, well, so, there we go.
There you go. Okay, next question. What is a book that you and your partner disagree on? Oh, I know one. This goes with probably what I was assuming you were thinking previously.
I have no idea. I don't know if this is a tough one. Because, like, we've only read a fair number of books.
Exactly. We haven't read a lot of the same books.
I think we've agreed on most of them. There's one that I can think of that I don't think you were quite as into it, or...
Okay. So, I mean, if you don't know anything else, just go for it then.
Okay.
Because, yeah, we haven't read many of the same books. Ready?
Ready.
The what?
The Hunger Games?
Oh.
Because you...
Do you like the Hunger Games, though? I didn't even think you read them.
Oh, that makes way more sense.
Yeah, I was going to say, have you read the Hunger Games?
Yeah, a while ago.
I didn't know you'd read them. But yeah, that was Then This Is Now. This is not a good book. It's a terrible sequel.
I liked it.
It's not a good book. So depressing.
I felt like the ending was real.
It's depressing. And I like sad books.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes depressing endings are good.
Next question. Who reads faster?
Oh. Ready? 100%.
Yeah.
I feel like if we were comparing our reading speeds, I would read at like normal speed and she would read at like times 2.5.
Oh, okay. Okay, next question. Does your partner prefer paperback or hardcover? Ooh. I have a complicated answer for this, so...
I think I got it. Okay. Ready?
Paperback to read, hardcover on shelves.
I just said depends on the book.
That's not entirely wrong, so, I'm gonna say that counts. I am the editor of this video, so I'm gonna say that counts.
Thank you.
Okay, next question. Does your partner reread books? Often, sometimes, or rarely / never?
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Ready.
Yes.
Sometimes. Yep.
Yeah. If you're new to my channel, I usually reread every December. December is my reread month. Apart from that, it's very rare that I reread books throughout the year. So, yeah, sometimes. Good job. Proud of you.
Thank you. I'm happy I've gotten at least a few right.
You've done pretty well, actually. I'm a little impressed with us. Next question. Does your partner DNF or read till the end? Did not finish is DNF, by the way.
I am aware. I've heard you say it before.
Maybe I was educating the audience in case they weren't aware.
Oh, well, sorry. For you people who don't know what that means, it's did not finish. As she just said.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah! DNFing is self-care. You don't like the book, you don't have to finish it. Apparently, I actually educated somebody about that recently where I was talking to them and I was like, yeah, I wasn't liking it, so I put it down. And she was like, you can do that?
I don't know, maybe for people who are completionists, so they feel like they have to finish it once they started.
Life's too short to read bad books.
I feel like it's just gonna burn you out on reading in general if you try to read it and you don't like it, because then you're just like, why am I reading this? Do I even like reading? And yeah. See.
Not even a reader. He knows. Next question. What is your partner's Goodreads School for the year? So that's how many books I want to read for the year.
Oh, Lord.
It's a nice round number.
It'll take a while to guess here, but ready? Oh, well, I was way above it.
200?
Oh,
300? Oh my
it's
god!
actually 300, yeah.
Okay, first off, I have never read anywhere near that many books in a single year. I think currently my most reads was like 130 maybe?
I don't know, you read a lot of books, so I just aimed high.
Still, bruh.
Definitely. I guess I need to keep track, or ask you what your numbers are throughout the year. I don't know.
See, if you were watching my stats videos, you would have known that.
Oh, well, sorry. I'm gonna write on your face
I'll
with a
probably,
Sharpie.
don't you dare. Next question. Would your partner rather read one book per year and remember everything, or read 100 books and remember nothing?
Okay. Ready?
Ooh.
Interesting.
Like, okay, I'm actually very good at remembering things in the books I read. 9 times out of 10, that's not really that big a deal. It doesn't really affect my everyday life or anything. This isn't a job yet. I would love for it to be a job, but it's not a job yet, so.
I don't know, I feel like, but if you're not remembering anything from any of the books you read, it's kind of like you don't take the experience with you. Kind of like watching a new movie or playing a game or something where like you're doing it for the experience of like the adventure.
Well, like I go through it, but like I won't remember it after the fact, which if you think about it means I have the ability to reread those same books constantly because I don't remember anything from them.
I don't know, I'd rather only read one and remember, but.
Next question. Does your partner like silence or sounds while reading? Ooh. I
feel like that one's kind of depending.
You were not wrong. What'd you say?
What'd you say?
Depends on the book.
I
Yeah.
put silence or sometimes lo-fi.
Yeah, that's not 100% wrong. It really depends on the book. Some books I feel like I need silence because I really have to be able to focus on it. Other books I feel like I read or I have a better reading experience if I like put on lo-fi or an ASMR room or something like that. Controlled sounds. Yeah, it just depends on the book. Honestly, I have a very picky answer there, so I cheated.
God, giving me the hard questions now.
I know. Next question. Oh no. You want the hard questions? This is a hard question. Multifaceted question. If your partner were to write a novel, what would it contain in terms of genre, first or third person, standalone or series?
Okay, so first was genre.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. Okay, and what was the third one?
Standalone or series?
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay. So, okay. First, romance.
So I have romance. I kind of put a mesh of all your 3 favorites because I figured the first one would be
No, I would
romance.
not write a fantasy ever.
Okay, so I figured the first one would be romance and then it maybe romance mystery.
I could maybe go for like a romance mystery, but like I would never write a romance fantasy book. I'm very picky about reading them myself, so I don't like. Some people would probably be like, "Oh, so write the book you want to read," but like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't know what I like, so I don't want to try and figure it out.
I actually initially put third, and then I was like, it depends on like how they're telling the perspective, because like I know in the past, depending on like how they've told it, like you've had mixed feelings about it. Like I don't know. I've heard you say mixed things about like third person perspectives, but I hadn't heard anything negative about first. But,
Oh no, I don't like first person.
Okay, and initially I did say third.
Should have stuck with your first answer.
Should have.
You were
And then,
right on series.
Series, yeah.
I actually have a like romance series idea that I've thrown around many a times. I maybe touch it like once a year.
So I got like a 1.5 out of that one.
I was gonna say I'll say it's like a 3-parter. I'll give you 2 because technically you did say romance, which like I would do a romance.
That was my first choice, but since you like so many different genres, I was like, I'm gonna put a couple in there. Just
Not write a fantasy, no. I'll leave that to Allie. She can write fantasies. Bonus question, last one.
is it gonna be like 10 points
Sure, why not? Let's say it's worth 10 points.
if I get it right?
What fictional character do you see me as? Because it says, what fictional character do you see your partner as? Or we could answer for each other, like who's a fictional character I see as you, and who's a fictional character I see as myself. For you, I'll make a book character. For me, I'll let you do like a something else media based.
Okay.
Because I don't really talk about characters that are very similar to myself very often. So it's a book character that I would describe you as.
That you would describe me as?
You should know this.
That one's easy.
Okay, how about a book character for me though? Who would I describe myself as? I hate doing these though, actually.
Oh, that's a tough one.
I'll let you choose something else. It doesn't have to be a book. It could be a comic book.
I could think of a couple that you'd probably...
That's true too.
Go for
Okay,
it.
just like go for your fave and we'll see if you get it. I'm very, very curious to see your answer for me. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Go! Yeah, it better be Gus.
Yeah.
Did you say Gwen Stacy?
I said Gwen or Batgirl.
Hey, well, I said Barbara Gordon, so technically, you got it. Proud of you.
Thank you. Good game.
So, sure, let's say that was the bonus question, so you get 10 points. Why not?
Yes.
In that case, you got 21 out of... So 20 out of 25, you got 21. Honestly, I'd say that's pretty good. That's like definitely bad. That's at least a B.
Wait, did we really do 25 questions?
No, remember the last one was 10.
Honored that I did so well. Or, woohoo!
I mean, clearly you at least listen to me when I talk about books somewhat.
I do listen to you talk about books, even if I don't understand it all.
Well, that's true love. All right, so I did not think ahead to tag anybody in this, but Read Chelsea Read. I'm tagging her. I think she and Beebs would do this and it would be really fun. All right, y'all, so that is it for today. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you to Josh for joining me. I have all my socials linked in the description if you're interested in keeping up with what I'm reading. I come out with videos on Monday and Friday, but until then, I hope you continue to have a terrific day. Love you, bye!
Bye, everyone.